morning. Good morning and assalamu alaikum, students. Take out your language tree book and page number is 26, unit number 5 we are doing. Page number 26, unit number 5, map and timetable. Page number 26, unit number 5, map and timetable. Page number is mentioned on the board as well, and chapter name is also mentioned on the board. Now, in this chapter, we will read about map and timetable of an airline that is called PIA, Pakistan International Airline, which is the national airline of our country, Pakistan. So there are two questions. If you wanted to visit another country, would you prefer to go by a boat or by a plane? Why? What are the advantages and disadvantages of each? Now we will discuss these advantages and disadvantages later. First of all, I would like to ask you, how many of you have ever traveled through plane? And what difficulties or what were the advantages which you have seen through traveling the plane? And we will look at this poster. This is a poster of Pakistan International Airline. In this poster, they had shown through which countries this airline travels. It travels in North America, Asia, and Europe. See in this map, these lines which are crossed through other countries, other continents, it travels only through 4 continents, that is North America, Europe, Asia. Only these 3 continents are mentioned here which this airline travels. It does not travel to South America, Africa, or Australia. These 3 continents, it does not travel through these 3 continents. The countries which came in under these 3 continents, the airline travels from that countries. So look at the poster. What is its purpose? Who is its audience? Look at the poster. We had to look at the poster. What is its purpose? Its purpose is to tell you, make you aware about which countries or about in which continents the airline travels, and who is the audience? The students, you people are the audience for this poster. Flying PIA. Here it is. I am reading this. Flying PIA. The advertisement below includes a route map which shows how the airline PIA links many of the countries. Now, so this is the map, and in which we can see through which countries this airline is linked. It is linked with these 3 continents, and the country which comes under these continents, it is linked with them. So here are some of the things written on this poster. First of all, it is their email address, www.piac.com.pk. Secondly, call us toll free. Toll free number is the number which when you call, it does not charge any money. Toll free means when you call, no charge for the call. When you call on this number for any information about the airline or about their flights, it does not charge any money. Okay, and here it is the logo PIA. It is the logo and symbol of the airline. Every airline has its own logo. It represents its country. So Pakistan International, great people to fly with. It is a slogan. It is an eye-catching, striking, short, memorable phrase in ads which attract the audience towards themselves. So their slogan is great people to fly with. So if you have traveled through plane, you would have known that there are arrival timings and departure timings. What are the arrival timings? When the flight will arrive, and the departure timing is when you will depart, when you are going to take off, and arrival means when you will land. These are the two timings, arrival and departure. So look at on page number 27. This is the timetable. This was the map. This was the map of the airline, Pakistan International Airline, PIA. As the chapter says, map and timetable. So this is the map in which they have shown the link of PIA to other countries. And on page number 27, this is the map of the, this is the timetable. Sorry, this is the timetable of flight from Karachi to Islamabad and Islamabad to Karachi. These are the two flights and these are their timings. See here, Karachi to Islamabad date is mentioned here on which date the flight is going to take. Departure time, when you are going to take off. It is 7 o'clock and you have to arrive the airport before 2 to 3 hours on the airport before departure. Arrival timing is 8:55 and flight number is PK376. Stops 0, it does not stop anywhere, and aircraft number is B737. Here is the detail of Islamabad to Karachi as well, same as above. It is also Friday 17th Feb. Departure time is 8 o'clock. Arrival time is 9:55. Flight is PK794. Stop 0. It does not stop anywhere, and aircraft is B777. So PIA timetables are published on their websites. On their website, if you want to book your flight or if you want to reserve your flight or your ticket, so you can visit the website which is mentioned here on the map, www.piac.com.pk, and this is the timetable from Karachi to Islamabad and Islamabad to Karachi. I hope you would have understood. Now let's come to page number 26 again. I would like you to come on page number 26 again. This is page number. Here is a question mentioned, this question on the underheading speaking. If you wanted to visit another country, would you prefer to go by boat or by plane? Why? What are the advantages and what are the disadvantages of each? Now let me tell you what are the advantages when you are flying from plane and the disadvantages, and you will compare it with while you are traveling through boat. I don't think so. We have ever traveled through boat. I haven't traveled through boat, but I have traveled from plane. So I hope some of you have also traveled from plane, but no, none of us had traveled through boat. So let's see what are the disadvantages and advantages of both of them and what are the differences between them. First of all, see, I am telling you about plane. Aeroplane. What are the advantages of aeroplane? It is the fastest medium to travel. You can travel through any country. You can travel through any city through plane, and you can travel within hours. Like just see, from Karachi to Islamabad, the flight is just 2 hours. But if we travel through bus or if we travel through train, it took many hours. So it is the fastest mode of traveling. It is very easy to travel through plane. There are no hustle and you have no worries. Just comfortably travel through it. It is fastest mode, easy. It is comfortable. It is high speed, and you can have quick services in the plane. So what are the disadvantages of the plane? Everything which have some advantages, it does also have some disadvantages. So what are the disadvantages of traveling through plane? It is very risky because of some terrorist threat or some weather threats, or engine might not work at the time. So these are some of the threats while you travel through the plane. It is very risky, it is very costly, the tickets are very costly available, and it is unreliable. You cannot rely on the plane or that you will safely reach that, because you do not know whether there are terrorists or how the weather will work. They do check the weather before traveling. They do check the engine, as we have previously read about the report on PIA, airline pilot, on the previous chapter. They check each and everything, but we do not know about the emergencies which could be happen on the high above in the sky when you're traveling, and you cannot control that risk. So now let's talk about boat. What are the advantages of boat? Now, while you are traveling through boat, it is a very peaceful voyage, very peaceful journey. You are in the middle of the sea, and everything is calm, and there's a serenity in it, there's peace in it, and you look at the views that are coming through, the sceneries. You can do fishing as well while traveling on the boat, and exposure of new cultures. We meet many new people while traveling through the boat. Many new cultures, you come across many new cultures. You learn a lot through it. So there are also some disadvantages that are, there is a risk of falling off from the boat into the sea, because there are no safety measures. There are no such safety measures as compared to the plane. You are safe and secure in plane. You wear seat belts. It is all covered, so there is no risk of falling down from the plane, but there is a risk of falling down from boat, because it is not covered. It is open. The risk of rain. If it rains, everything will be destroyed. There's a risk of a storm if you are in the middle of the sea, and if storms occur, you can't do anything. You can't do anything about it, and it is also very expensive. Traveling through a boat is also very expensive. Traveling through plane is also very expensive, and the risks are also equal between them. There are risky things in traveling through plane as well and traveling through boat as well. So it's up to you. It's your choice which medium of travel you want to use. I would prefer traveling through plane, because traveling through boat is really very risky. You know, if you can fall off from the boat, and if the high stream storms occur, what can you do? You can't do anything. You know, if you ask from me, I'm very scared from water and sea, so it kind of make me scared. So I would prefer traveling through plane. I would like to ask you people which medium you want to choose to travel, whether it is plane or whether it is boat. Okay, now take out page number 28. Now take out page number 28. Language about adverbs. We are going to learn about adverbs. What are adverbs? Adverb tell us more about verb. Adverb tell us more about verb. Like how, they tell us how, when, or where the action is done. How, where, and when the action is done. How, where, and when the action is done. Adverb tell us mostly about the action. How, where, and when some action is done or some action has been taken place. Now see the examples. The plane flew safely. Safely means how. How plane reached? The plane reached safely. The plane flew frequently. Now it is how often. the plane flew frequently. Where the plane flew yesterday. So this is the example of where adverb. Where the plane flew overhead. Oh, sorry. The plane flew yesterday is when. The plane flew overhead is where. So the adverbs are basically adverb tell us about time. At what time the action has been taken place. How, where, and when. These three are the main ingredients of adverbs, how, when, and where the action has taken place. Now look at question number 1. Copy the sentences and underline the adverbs. Now you have to underline the adverbs in these sentences. Like, look at the example, people move forward. Forward is adverb. How? This is the example of how. How people move? People move forward. In number 1, we waited patiently at the check-in desk. Underline patiently. Page number 28. Question number 1. Page number 28, question number 1. Copy the sentence and underline the adverb. We waited patiently at the check-in desk. Underline patiently. You just have to underline, you have to do nothing, just underline the word patiently. Now look at the second sentence. The plane taxied slowly down the runway. Slowly. How the plane landed? Slowly. Underline the word slowly. The plane flew east. Flew. Underline flew. The third one, underline flew. The fourth one, the captain landed the plane safely. How the captain landed the plane? Safely. Underline the word safely. We arrived today. When? It is the example of when. When we arrived today. Underline today. We often see jumbo jets. Often see. Underline often see jumbo jets. Okay, you done? You just have to do this on the books. This question number 1, just you have done on the books right now with me. Just you have to underline the adverbs. In number 1, add patiently. In number 2, underline slowly. In question number 3, underline flew. In 4, underline safely. In 5, underline today. In 6, underline often see. Now look at question number 2. Choose a suitable adverb to finish each of these sentences. Now we are doing question number 2. On page number 28, question number 2, we have to, this is the box, and adverbs are given. We have to underline these adverbs. We have to write these adverbs in these blanks. Now do with me. Number 1, the baby cried noisily throughout the journey. The baby cried noisily throughout the journey. Question number 2. On number 1, noisily. The baby cried noisily throughout the journey. Number 2, we could see the trees and buildings below us. We could see clearly. In number 2 blank, you will write clearly. Auntie got off the plane, before me. Auntie got off the plane before me. On number 3, you will write before. These words are given here in this box. You just have to see from here and complete these sentences. On page number 28, question number 2. Number 4, I was slow and got off the plane last. He got off the plane last. Number 5, the captain spoke calmly. And number 6 is he will fly to Islamabad tomorrow. The last blank you will write tomorrow. Number first blank, it is noisily. Number 2, it is clearly. Number 3, before. Number 4 blank, last. Number 5, calmly. And number 6, tomorrow. Now, this page is done. Take out page number 29. Take out page number 29. I will mention it on the board actually. Page number 29. Now see this green paragraph. What is this subject and verb agreement? We have already studied the structure of sentence. It is subject, verb, and object. Then we have studied subject and predicate. Now we have to understand the relationship between subject and verb agreement. What is subject and verb agreement? The subject is the noun or pronoun that the sentence is about. Like noun, you know the name of any person, place, or thing. Pronoun is used instead of noun, like he, she, it, they, them. The verb tells us what the subject is doing. The verb tells us what the subject is doing. I am teaching. I is subject and teaching is verb. What I am doing is teaching. So the verb explains what the subject is doing. I am a subject and what I am doing, I am teaching you. The verb must agree with its subject. Singular subjects need singular verb. If you have singular subject, just like a single I or me or he, she, it, these are singular verbs, singular subjects. So the verb will also be singular. Like for example, he sees the bird. He is singular, bird is also singular. So the subject must be singular and the verb must be also singular. He sees the bird. If the subject is plural, then the verb must also be plural. Like they are my friends. Look at the example, they are my friends. They is also plural and friends are also plural. So if the subject is singular, the verb must be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb must be plural. And there must be an agreement between both of the words, between subject and verb. Like verb defines subject. So it should be explaining what the verb must be explaining what the subject is doing. Now look at this question number 1. Complete these sentences using the correct form of verb in the brackets. We are given 2 options here in these brackets. So we have to select the correct option from them. So you have to do this by yourself. And the question number 2 also you have to do it by yourself. Decide if the subject of this verb is singular or plural, then choose the correct verb or correct form of the verb. I will just give you a quick review that have and has. Have is used with pronoun like I, you, he, she, it. I, you, and has is used with he, she, it. Okay. So this is the difference between has and have. And is this singular? Is this used with singular words? Singular noun, then are is plural, so are will be used with plural noun or plural verbs. Okay, so you have to do this on the by yourself. I will write down your homework on the board, and if you have any question regarding this lecture or regarding this work, you can ask me. And if you want to rewatch the video, you can watch it on YouTube. Just copy your homework and I will send you your question answers of this chapter and previous chapter on WhatsApp on this weekend. Just copy your homework. Just look at on page number 30. You have to do this as well. Words reuse of a capital letter. You know, when we start a sentence, every sentence we use a capital letter. We start with capital letter. Here are some of the points which we have to discuss. Capital letters are used to begin sentence. When you start a sentence, you use capital letter. To begin proper noun, including names, places, days, and months. You know, proper noun are name of any person, any place, or anything. Days or months, these are called proper nouns. You have, if there is any proper noun in the sentence, you also have to write it in capital letter. To begin adjectives made from proper nouns, Pakistani, Canadian, roads, like this, you also have to write it in capital letters. In addresses and titles, if you are addressing someone or if you are giving titles, so you also have to write that in capital letters. For abbreviations, if you are using any abbreviation in your paragraph or in your sentence, you also have to use that in capital letter. Here is a given paragraph. The capital letters are missing in these paragraphs. You have to write them in capital letters, which, like last Friday, the L will be also capital of last, and Friday. The F for Friday will also be capital because Friday is proper noun. And September, the S of September will also be capital because it is also a proper noun. Jinnah, J will be also capital. International, I will also be capital. A will also be capital. Saira, Ahmed, S and A, both of them will be capital. So you just have to read this paragraph and you have to point out which words will be in the capital letters. Now this is on page number 30. Make your own poster to advertise an airline. You have to make your own poster like this poster. It was made here. So just don't use this map. You just can use a colorful poster of your own airline. Or you can advertise the same airline in your own poster, in your own colors. And you can use, it is not important to use this slogan, you can use your own slogan. Just you have to make this poster on your copies. Write up with a partner, imagine you're starting your own airline, think of a name for it. First of all, you have to think the name of your airline, which airline you are, what you are going to give the name. Make notes to answer this question. Where does your airline fly? How will it be better than all the other airlines? Make a poster to advertise your airline. Design tips. These are the design tips for your airline. You have to make this on your copies. Now copy down your homework. On page number 28, just question number 2. You don't have to write question number 1 on copies, just question number 2 on copies. On page number 29, question number 1 and 2. On page 30, make poster. Of your airline. Make poster of your airline. This is the work of page number 30, and you have to also rewrite or just rewrite the paragraph with the capital letters on your book. No, don't you don't need to write it on the copies. Just have to mention or capitalize the letters